Growing up, one of my first years of being interested in motor racing, the late 90s F1, I couldn't help but be intrigued by the several customer engines that were offered as alternative strategies to teams such as Williams and affordable F1 standard powers to backmarker outfits like Minardi. Here are just a few examples of those and their maverick methods in F1. These engines aim to be low budget but high quality. So, Hart Racing engines supplied some of F1's minnows in the late 90s era. But before this, Hart had an unsuccessful period in Indy cars, and on the more positive side, some sporadic good results supplying mid to back of grid F1 outfits. Ayrton Senna's spectacular run to second place in a 1984 Toleman during a wet and stormy 1984 Monaco Grand Prix was done using a Hart 4-cylinder 1.5 litre turbo engine. That's a good achievement. Also, a young Barrichello also scored some good results for this team in the early 90s, and Theo Fabi even scored an unlikely pole position in the 85 German Grand Prix. So, with the introduction of the 3.0 litre formula in 95, Hart switched to a V8 engine named the 830, and these were used by the Arrows team in 1995 and 96. Gianni Morbidelli took third at the 1995 Australian Grand Prix. For 1997, these engines were taken over by the Minardi team, while Brian Hart himself designed a new V10 engine, the 1030, although the funds to build it were not available, unfortunately. Later that year, Tom Walkinshaw Racing bought out Brian Hart Limited and merged it into their Arrows Formula 1 team. The 1030 V10 was built and raced in 98 and 99 as the Arrows T2 F1 V10, with Mika Salo taking a fourth place at the 1998 Monaco Grand Prix. Frustrated with the lack of development, Brian Hart, the founder of the Hart Racing Engines, left Arrows, and Hart's involvement and participation
and
in
I
F1
just
as a
wanted to
company
mention that
came
I
to
also
a close.
have models that I make for sale on my Etsy. The link will either be in the description or you can go onto my channel. I have a large model car / scale extra collection, and if I have anything for sale related to that, I will also put that on my Etsy. So